Now I'm going to go into your workshop 1, which is the next step. So I'm going to go into the calendar to find your workshop 1 directions. I'm going to go into week 2. So one of the things I'm asking you to do today is to look over this video. It's not posted yet because I'm making it now. So it'll look a little different. You'll have a video here just like you have a video under your inquiry project overview. So I'm going to go into, we've done Studio 1, I'm going to go into Workshop 1. So here's what you're doing. It's essentially explorative brainstorming in order to kind of think out and plan your ideas for your inquiry question. It's kind of an early attempt at figuring out by just thinking some things out on paper. It's a little bit of an informal, lower stakes assignment. The goal is not to workshop the writing. The goal is to workshop the ideas that you're putting forth, and for that writing to generate some conversation with your peers and with me about some of the ideas that you're wanting to work with. You are going to sign up on this sign up sheet. So there's multiple students for each slot, but there are some of these are online via Zoom, and some of these are in Cameron 167 in our building. So it's on the same floor, just a few doors down from where class is, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. So you can either sign up for face-to-face or you can sign up for online. If these times don't work for you, let me know early. You need to let me know no later than Wednesday the 26th, the day before, because then I might be able to work something out, but because it's either making an online session, which is a little bit easier, or it's booking a room, which is a little bit harder, closer to the dates that we're using them, I can't just open a new room, you know? So you have to let me know in a reasonable amount of time that you're not able to sign up for anything. If you let me know in a good amount of time, I will be more than happy to bend over backwards trying to find a room, trying to book a time, trying to get something worked out for you. What you're going to be doing is talking for 3 to 4 minutes about your LOI ideas using the planning that you're going to be doing in your writing. Show and explain visual evidence that you have, which is part of your prompts. So we'll go over that in a minute. So you are required to show and discuss an image or a video clip. Sorry, you can hear my dog barking in the background now. And so I just ask people to kind of plan ahead and be able to stick within the 3 to 4 minutes, and then give feedback to your peers and talk with them about their ideas. So here's what you're going to be writing about. First, your first prompt is, where are you in the decision making? So if you're struggling with choosing an LOI, if you have a primary issue you'd like to talk about, if you're struggling with some different issues, this is the place to talk about that. Where can we see this issue taking place currently? So this second prompt, let me scroll down just a little bit more. So where can we see this issue currently taking place? This is where you're going to show us an example of the problem. This is where you are going to show us either a news clip, an advertisement, something from social media, something you see on campus. You have a couple of different options. You can choose an image, video, or graph. So you have some options for things you'd like to do. I'm going to break that down just a little bit more. So some ideas are primary sources like recent news, social media posts, flyers, magazine covers, recent interviews that you can kind of show a clip from. Videos of press conferences, music lyrics or videos, movies or commercial clips, advertisements. Primary is kind of tricky. It's a first-hand account or representation of the current problem. So an example might be, if I'm researching violent video games in teens, I might show a cover from a violent video game that's controversial, or I might show a clip from it. For this one, if I'm doing an inquiry on an issue related to body image and advertisements, I might choose one of these. I might choose an advertisement, or I might choose this video that shows photoshopping kind of while it's happening. You can also show tertiary infographics that show a problem or a trend taking place that you're going to kind of talk about and explain what that graph shows. try to stay away from just overview videos, because they're telling us about the issue and you're also just telling us about the issue. So try to stick with something that's going to show, not tell, to get into creative writing maybe just a little bit. Don't confuse visual evidence with decorative images. So not a decorative image, an actual primary source, a visual piece that illustrates the problem itself. Number 3, what, if anything, important do you already know about the issue you're considering? So this is where you can say, like, I don't know anything so far, or I know a couple of things. Here's what I've, like, read or seen in the news or, heard. What assumptions or personal biases you're bringing to the table. So aside from knowledge, what else are you personally bringing into this research? Kind of like baggage. Any opinions or values or personal experiences, biases, concerns that you have that you're coming into the research with. Maybe you're concerned that it's going to be problematic for some reason. Maybe you have specific, like, values from family or religion or things like that that may impact, like, where you're going to lean. Maybe you've had certain experiences. A lot of times when people research things like, for instance, like the importance of college, their previous experiences are going to bias them, and their opinions coming in are going to bias them toward one side or the other, kind of coming in. Do you have a thesis already? Do you have kind of not a thesis, do you already have a hypothesis, like something you think you're going to find that is important to note before you get started? So there's a bunch of different things you can choose to talk about here. The important thing is to find something here to talk about, something you're bringing into the research already. Be at least 400 words. You're going to complete it in your daily work folder, but you're going to turn it in. So you'll bring it to the workshop, the draft to the workshop, and then you'll turn it in with any changes or final ideas on February 4th. So there's a start assignment button for you to turn that in. Everyone needs to submit the activity on the 4th, whether or not you attended the workshop. So I will be marking down 1, whether you attended and participated in the workshop and notes on how you participated, and then 2, the document itself. So there's 2 things. If you don't attend the workshop, still go ahead and submit the document, okay? Make sure that you adjust your share settings so anyone with UNCC email can comment on your document. Otherwise, your peers and I won't be able to do that. How should I cite? So please cite any sources on your Google Doc by using hyperlink text or using the Explore function on Google Docs. There's some images here on how to help you do that. Hyperlinks are perfectly fine at this point. We're going to study APA a little bit later. So just use these to cite informally for now. And then that is everything. So again, I don't know why this turned off. Again, if you have any issues, please send me an email or post in the coffee shop. Peace.